very, very interesting day today in politics. You knew it was coming. Everybody knew. We just didn't know the timing of it, and you couldn't ask for. We could have asked for better timing by far. Could have been 6 months ago. Could have been 3 years ago. Right? He finally acknowledged that he's a minority government. But I'll tell you, for a minority government, he's been propped up by the NDP, acting like a supermajority. This Trudeau looks good on him, but don't be fooled, okay? By what's in the envelope. Yeah, he's resigning. He's going to have a caucus meeting. They're going to have a voting. Okay, they're going to send somebody else in as the interim prime minister who's a liberal. Trump don't want to deal with any of you. Okay, you're a liberal, plain and simple. I want to hear what Trump has to say about it. Actually, he's not going to deal with any liberal. I don't care if he's put Mark Carney in there, whoever you think is the best liberal of them all, Christy Clark. They're all losers. Okay, God Almighty could come down from the heavens and join the Liberal Party of Canada. That's still not going to help you. You're toast. Your whole party's toast. So the faster we get to an election, the better off Canada's going to be, right? Now, the rumors have it that Jagmeet could come in and say, oh, the vote of non-confidence here on the 24th or the 27th of January. We know he's not going to do that. Okay? They got stuff on Jagmeet. And the great thing about Poilievre, okay, now, I do like is that he's not bound by secrecy. He knows exactly what's going on, PP. Okay, and that's why he never took the oath for secrecy. He's going to expose all the rats, and I hope he does. Right? I hope he does a couple of things that he says, but he's not going to get everything done that he said. Okay, he's going to probably end up blaming the Liberals for the next 4 years of all his shortcomings that are about to happen. There's no money on the table. Why? Liberals spent it all. They wasted it. And now we have to pay as Canadians, right? We've seen the same bullshit over and over and over again in Canadian politics. Liberal, conservative, conservative, liberal. Liberal, 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 conservative, conservative, liberal. Okay, that's the way it's been going on for years. Enough's enough. Enough's enough. We need a third. We need a very strong real right-wing party in Canada that looks out for the people. Okay, protects the people, locks up criminals, clamps down on the immigration, does what's right for this country. Okay, and I don't think Poilievre's going to be the guy to do that. Honestly, I don't. And if the Liberals aren't, I'm still voting for Poilievre because that's the only choice we have until there's a right wing out there that's doing the right things for the people. We don't have any other option at this point, right? Get rid of the carbon tax. That's another thing. Now, I've seen it my whole life. Taxes come and they stay. They don't go. Okay? They don't go. From GST, HST, the income tax has never gone down. It's gone up. Okay, now we got the CPP, and then we got, we got another CPP on top of the CPP. And then we're taxed with the GST, the HST, all that crap. I've never seen a tax leave. Once it's introduced, it's like after World War II when they introduced income tax, for example. Okay, there was no taxes in Canada. As soon as they introduced it, the income tax, what a money grab. And it just manifested into what we have today. 60% tax, right? 51st state, please. That's another option on the table. Now, the longer it takes for them to organize an election, that gives whoever's running the 51st state idea more time. Right? Yeah, just like the carbon tax on a carbon tax. You know, it's sickening is what's going on, right? And once Pierre is in there and he finds out the true atrocities of what the Trudeau government has done by spending money and lots of money, $350 billion on jibberty jabberty, people's lockdowns, and remember that we're going to pay you guys to stay home. I never stayed home, but everybody that I know that stayed home, they had to pay that shit back. Or some people that didn't. And I know people out there that were charged criminally with automatically opening up businesses, 3 or 4 businesses, and collecting the $30,000-$40,000 tax, the carbon tax, or pardon me, not carbon tax, the vid tax. Okay, and all of a sudden now they got $150,000 of free money. They never had any businesses. They were fictitious businesses, and they got caught. And I laugh at them because you're a bunch of clowns. You're thieves. You're no different from the government, and you deserve what you're going to get. You stole from the Canadian people, right? So let's read some of these comments. Singh says he's still going to vote non-confidence now that he's got his pension. And that's another thing. That's wrong. If there's any time for a convoy, would be right now. Right now would be the election convoy. Call it whatever you want, convoy. Get them out. Flush them all down the toilet. Sing all of them. Shut it all down. Enough's enough. And you can't. What's he gonna do? He's not prime minister. Oh wait, they're prorogued. You can't even call the what's that thing? The War Measures Act. You can't even pull that on the people anymore, right? So if there's any time to play the game, it would be right now, and you could flush them all down. Even Jag and his damn free $2 million pension that's on the backs of us. We got Eric Kreismak, whatever his name is. I can't even, fuck Ukrainian, okay, Windsor East, boasting how he's brought billions of dollars to Windsor for the EV plant. That's our money. That's not the Liberal Party's money, and that's what they try and go off of. We've done this. We've brought in dental care. No, that's our money. That's taxpayers' money. We're paying for all this shit, okay? And as for Eric, okay, he don't stand a chance in the next election, but I hear rumors through other people that do know him personally that he will be running for the mayor of Windsor. Well, I'm going to be there to stop that shit, even if I have to run for mayor of Windsor, just so I can debate him and debate all of them, okay? Mackenzie, who's city councilman, who's the secretary to NDP, Brian Massey, for 25 years. Now he's a city politician doing the right thing. You guys are all snakes, okay? You failed the country, and all of a sudden you think you're going to do something good for the city of Windsor? Beat it. Get on the bus, Gus. Make a new friend, Stan. It's time for them to go. All of them. Olivia Chow's another one. Dog Chow. She needs to go. These people, they get into politics and it's like, I don't know. They think they're kings. Well, I'll tell you, the crown's fallen, and it's fallen fast on the Liberals. I don't care if Mark Carney, whoever would Twitcher, any of them, LeBlanc, you're all a bunch of scumbags. You sat by idly. Now you could say whatever. Now there is a couple Liberals out there that I do like. Jody Rayson-Wilbull, okay, who was fired from her position as she was the what was she? Justice Minister. And Trudeau wanted her to cover up something that was illegal, and she wouldn't do it, and she got fired for it. Now, under the secrecy law, she couldn't come out and say what happened because she's bound as a minister in talking with the prime minister that everything's kept underneath the table. That's why Jody Rayson-Wilbull, okay, is where she is, right? You don't even hear about her anymore, but she was a decent Liberal. She was far and few. Jane Philpott, another one, I'm on the fence with her, but he fired her ass too, right? So, yeah, Donna, you're in Toronto. Chow's killing you with the taxes. Yeah, even Windsor, they want to jack up the taxes another 2.5%. Like, we can afford it. Tax, property tax, you name it. Tax on everything. It's not cool what's unfolding here in Canada. So if there's any time to have the election convoy, I think it would be right now. Shut it all down. They don't even have the power to call the a meeting in Parliament for the War Measures Act to shut it all down. Besides, it's legal. You're protesting for an election. Okay, you have every right to do it under your Section 2, your Charter of Rights, Freedoms Act. Okay, You have every right to do it this time around. And what's he going to sit back and say, well, they're misogynists and racist? No, we want an election. And we want people arrested, period. Why isn't our beloved RCMP, top dog police? They're like the FBI, the CIA. Why have they made any charges whatsoever? They need to go too. We need a revamped system. Everybody's lost faith in the RCMP. Who are they really working for? What do you mean, Canada RV? They can't now. There's nothing that they can't do. If the people stood up, okay, and forced, like they're doing in South Korea, to have the prime minister impeached and arrested, which is happening. I got more respect for the South Koreans than I do for probably anybody right now. They're doing it right. Even with the guns in their faces by their own government, they still stood up. Okay, and they toppled their government. Right? So read some comments here. I'm glad Leak and some others clowns won't get their pensions. Or Eric Leak, I call him Leak. Yeah, you're right. There's going to be a few people not getting their pensions, and they don't deserve it. What have they done for us? You show me a system where you walk into my shop where I'm at right now and say, okay, we're going to vote on a raise. Who wants a raise? What do you think's going to happen? Everybody's going to want a raise. They're going to vote yes. There was no integrity in Parliament when it comes to raises. They vote on their own shit. The scandal investigations end too. By him resigning, I don't know how it's going to work out, but I'll tell you, it don't matter where he goes. You can't hide. You can slither under a rock. It don't matter. He's going to be found. You can move to Costa Rica. You can move back to Cuba. It don't matter. People will spot him. They'll expose him. He's a stinking dirty rat. And he's got what's coming to him. He deserves every bit of it. And I love it, how they all resign. And it's family issues. I want to spend more time with my family. Now they're off prorogue till March. So they shouldn't get a fucking penny. They shouldn't get a paycheck from anybody. Period. Now they get another vacation. Another 2 months, 66 days off. No committees. Wow. Wow. He blames Sophie. Sophie was smart. She ran. He's a gearbox. He's got a boyfriend. And, he's a closet. Period. Well, he ain't a closet now. He's out of the closet and everybody knows it. They see it. And to hear him almost crying today at the microphone, like, cry me another river. I could care less. I could care less if he walked out on the Redo River. Like his dad walked in the snow, he could walk out on the river. And there's only a half inch of ice. I could care less. That's how I feel about our Prime Minister of Canada. Our fearless leader. What a clown. What a clown on the world stage. What an embarrassment. And he's still going to hold on till they get a liberal riding vote, and whoever wins will be the interim prime minister. Give me a break. We're stuck with this. I bet you we're stuck with this guy till at least April or May. The longest would be October. If they're going to let it go till May or June, you might as well let it go to October. The longer, the better. They think they're going to generate a lot of money. Oh, now they could go out and campaign and get people. This is what I heard today. I can't believe this shit. Let's say you want to vote for the Liberal membership, Liberal leader in the Liberal membership. You don't have to be a member of the Liberal Party. You don't have to be Canadian to vote. Imagine that. Oh, you only have to be 14 years of age. 14 years of age. So you can see what's going to happen right now. This is how the selection happens, guys and girls. Okay. They get the bots from India, Russia, wherever, Okay, and they load it up with the votes. And oh, by the way, it don't cost you anything to join their membership. Okay, to do this vote. By the way, this is what I heard today. So they're going to use the bots. They're going to select a candidate. Well, we already know who it's going to be, Mark Carney. Okay, he's going to get 50 million votes more than the next guy, and that'll be the interim prime minister, done by a bunch of 14-year-old bots. Oh, not even in Canada, by the way, because you don't have to be Canadian to do it. Yeah, they're over. Don't matter what they do. Don't matter who they bring in. They're all tainted. They're exposed. They're just better off to call an election right now, even though they don't have the money like the NDP or the Liberals. They think by the next 66 days they could get out and get their memberships to donate money and do this and that for the. Nobody's donating nothing. I'd love to see the campaign trail by the NDP or the Liberals. Don't matter where you go, you're toast. You think Trudeau had it bad? You're all going to have it bad. Why do you think Mendocino stepped down? Because he knows you don't have a chance in hell to win, and they could all go to hell. Remember when I destroyed that membership? Yeah, in 2021. Yeah, before the election, they used Chinese interference to hold on to a minority government. And Pierre never signed the secrecy. Okay, so he's not bound, and he still hasn't. And that's why you see the Green Party, the walrus Elizabeth May, who finally got her teeth fixed. By the way, she looked like she's into the drug scene pretty hard in her youth, trying to save trees. Okay. Demanding Pierre Poilievre to get to sign the secrecy clause. Okay, no. And who in the hell are you, Elizabeth May? See Charlie Angus out there talking about Trump? Wow, he's a dirtball. He's not getting in. He's from Ontario, northern Nipissing, Timmins area, riding up that way. He's done. Elizabeth May, you're irrelevant. Don't matter what you say. Yeah, so Charlie Angus ain't running again. That's what he says. Same thing with Mendocino. But now that Trudeau stepped down, he may come back and make a comeback. You know, the Mendocino comeback. Get the fuck out of here, all of you. Really. Really, really, really. Sickening. Sickening what we're seeing. Charlie's voting against the non-confidence. Sure. You know, and these scumbags, you better think of one thing. You got a life after politics. And I don't care where I fucking see you. I see you having breakfast with your family. I'm going to call you on your shit. And I'm going to call you a piece of shit. Because, as of right now, guess what? Prorogue. Do you remember that censorship bill? That's up the fucking Detroit River this way and that way. That's gone. They can't even pass toilet paper anymore. So the censorship bill and all the nice things they were trying to do, remember that? They're trying to do that to protect themselves so that people like us can't call them on their bullshit. Or they'll call, that's hate. Yeah, I was MIA. On the weekends, Don, I don't do too much social media. I'm busy. Kids, wife. The Lions game. Wow. What a great game that was. But yeah, with the politics going on right now, I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. He's still here. He just came out and said, I'm resigning. Well, we knew that was happening. Okay. But he's still there till at least May, at least March. What a joke. What a joke. What a joke. Get that protest going again, boys and girls out there. Spread it around. Something's going to happen. You see guys, Chris Dacey, everybody's happy. Well, you can be as happy as you want. He's still there. We're still stuck with him. And Trump's in on the 20th next week. What do we got? 13 days for Trump, 14 days for Trump, 2 weeks. And we're going to see how that rolls out, because Trump don't want to deal with any liberals whatsoever. Period. Done. Don't matter if it's LeBlanc, Carney, fucking you name it. Don't matter. You're done. You don't even want to speak to you. He wants an election over here just like us. But we do need another party. We need a right party. This Quebecois fucking going to be a minority party in the, or pardon me, minority party in the House of Commons. They only think about who? Quebec. Not the rest of Canada. They could care less. So they shouldn't even be irrelevant either in politics. We need a far right. Maxime Bernier, he's on the right track, but I don't trust that guy either. He's a snake. He's a lifetime politician himself, right? We need fucking normal people, normal working people that have worked their whole lives, that can't stand how this country's going, right, in the direction that we are. And they're going to stand up and do the right things for people, man. That's what we need. We don't need people like Pierre Poilievre, who's going to talk about, I'm going to axe the carbon tax and this, that. And, if it don't get done, then what? We're stuck with him for 4 years? Told you so. And then what do we do? Go back to the Liberals? Or do we go to NDP? Even worse? Crazy times for Canada, folks. I got to go. I got to get to work. I got to pay tax.